In my last video, I talked about therapists and therapy, and so I thought it would make sense in this video to talk about medication. I started seeing a psychiatrist pretty much around the same time I started seeing a therapist. My psychiatrist was this rotund older man who I had no connection with whatsoever, but he prescribed me my first medication, which I believe was Zoloft. And the reason I can remember that is because I really, really loved the commercial for Zoloft, which was that little gray blob. And after that began this very long journey of trying to find a medication that worked for me, because sadly Zoloft was not the right one. There was Zoloft, there was Lexapro, lithium, Lamictal, Topamax. Some of them made me sick. Others made my hands shake. I was really foggy on some of them, and one of them made me black out. It took me a long time to find the right psychiatrist for me, who is actually my therapist, and then an even longer time to figure out the right combination of drugs that work for me. And it turned out to be a combination. It's not for everybody, but a combination of Wellbutrin and Celexa is what I take, an anti-depressant and an anti-anxiety medication. And that just turned out to be the best combination of medications for me. Now, medications are not magic. They don't just erase all of your problems once you get past the side effects. But here's what they do for me. I used to have this gnawing in the pit of my stomach feeling constantly that made it really hard for me to have interactions with people at work. It made it difficult for me to socialize. But when I'm medicated, that feeling is pretty much gone. When I'm off my medication, I'm prone to getting frustrated more easily and blowing up at people or in situations. But on medication, I'm able to sort through my angry feelings before it turns into a total blow-up situation, but I am still working on this one. On medication, I find that even though I still have a lot of these mood swings that, give me these weeks of feeling sad or not being able to get out of bed easily in the morning or at all, I find that medication helps me see the light at the end of the tunnel and to go through the list of the things that make me happy and eventually pull myself out of this mood. I still find myself defending my choice of taking medication, which is a bit unfair. Mental illness is an illness like any other. Diabetes, for instance. Someone who has diabetes, they're on medication for life, and they're not shamed for taking that medication or doing something that's going to help them feel better and stay healthy. But people with depression are constantly shamed into thinking that they're doing something wrong. I tried yoga, I tried herbs, I tried all these homeopathic things that would help me deal with my depression without taking medication, but that doesn't do it for me. I need medication to take the edge off of things, and I'm not ashamed to say that. I'm not ashamed to say that I need medication to feel like my best self. Cool? Cool. So in summary, I treat my depression and anxiety with medications as well as talk therapy. It helps me level out my moods, it helps me keep my frustration and my anger in check, and it gives me the chance to have okay days. And that's that.